Hi everybody, so today I'm going to do a review of the NASB Journal of the Word Reference Bible. So this one is done by Zondervan. This is going to be the sleeve that it comes in. So I'll hold that right there in case you would like to pause and read that section. Then we'll drop down and check out some of the features. So it will have the 95 edition of the text, side column cross references, lined wide margins, thick white paper, single column Bible text, Words of Christ in red. There's a lay flat binding. It's got 2 satin ribbons, the NASB Comfort Print, and an 8.5 font size. It does give us an example of what the text will look like. This one is going to be the brown Leathersoft over board. There's our font, and then this one here does retail for $59.99. You can find it for less online, and right now it's on for about $40. This one here measures out at 8 1/4 inches tall by 6 1/2 inches wide, and it is just between 1 7/8 and 2 inches thick. So we're going to have brown head and tail band, plain white page edges, and again this one is going to be the Leathersoft over board. But the way they did that Leathersoft, it actually looks and feels like leather. You can see the highs and lows in the color. We've also got this darker color on the other side, and the way that they've done this stitching, that goes all the way around to the back, which I think that looks really nice. Around the perimeter we've got that double stitch line, so just a really nice looking Bible. On the spine we'll have NASB Journal of the Word Reference Bible, and those letters are raised so you can actually feel those. I think that looks really nice. On the bottom here we've got NASB and Zondervan. All of that is also raised, so really just a nice touch. On the inside we will have a paper paste down liner. We've got just a simple "This Bible Belongs To." We'll have our title page. This one was printed in China, and again it is the 1995 edition of the text. We'll have all the contents of the Bible, Old and New Testament, as well as all the extra features in the back. We'll have a foreword with the scriptural promise and the fourfold aim of the Lockman Foundation, the preface to the NASB, the principles of translation, and one of the most important pages you want to look at is going to be the explanation of the general format, because it will talk about how the paragraphs are designated as well as quotation marks. It won't have the thou, thee, and thy. Those will be rendered as you and your. Goes over personal pronouns. It'll explain the small caps and the asterisks. So that's information that you want to familiarize yourself with. We've got all the abbreviations and special markings, and then we get into the Old Testament. I do like how they have that deep red on the font there, and then we've got that nice little decorative line underneath it. I just think that looks good. Now we get right into Genesis. So one thing that you see is how nice this Bible lays open for you. So we're going to have a single column layout. It is going to be verse by verse. Then we've got all of the references here on the inside column. That way none of this biblical text is going to be falling into the gutter, which that I really like. We've also got our wide margins. So I'll get you a close-up of the font. Again, it's going to be an 8.5. So we can see Genesis and the creation, and then chapter 1 will be in that nice deep shade of red. And then there's our 8.5 font. It is going to be line match, so that's going to cut down on all the ghosting. Then our references, you can see that reference number for the verse is going to also be in red, which makes it really nice and easy to see on the eyes. And the way that they've put the references, if it doesn't fill up the whole column, they're kind of more in the center. That way you can utilize this top space and the bottom space for notes as well. So on our margins, this inside margin is going to be 1 inch and 1/8, but you've probably got anywhere from 3/4 of an inch to 1 inch worth of usable space, just kind of depending on how big you write. On our outside margins, now if we were to measure from the edge of the text to the edge of the page there, it's going to be 2 inches. But if we just measure that small dotted line there that you can see, then it's going to be 1 inch and 5/8. So plenty of space for notes. Any of the textual notes will be along the bottom. But really easy on the eyes. So you can see again that we've got the references on this inside column. So all of the biblical text is going to be on the flat portion of the page, and I love that they did that in this one. I think the red for all the subheadings and our books and everything, I think that looks really nice. Very easy on the eyes, and typically a font this small would be harder for me to see, but with it being line matched and the color of the paper, it's actually really easy for me to read. We're going to get in here and look at the first of our 2 ribbons. We'll also see how the Psalms are laid out. So I'll get you a close up on the Psalm. You'll be able to see how the verse numbers are on the outside there. Then this is our first of 2 ribbons. So it's a brown. It is just a single satin, but it is nice that they do give us 2 ribbons, especially in a Bible in this price range. A Bible that you can get for $40. It's going to be line matched, have wide margins, have 2 ribbons, and to be able to get it in that price range, I think is amazing. We'll get back to the New Testament, take a look at our red letter as well as our second ribbon. So here's our second ribbon. It is a gold, again just single-sided satin, but it is just really nice to have 2 ribbons in a Bible. They did a really nice job on the red letter as well. Nice deep shade of red, easy to read. You can see that the verse numbers are going to be in black. And all the subheadings in the red, it just makes it easy on the eyes. Just a really nice Bible. So if you like the NASB and you want something with wide margins and references, this would be a great one, especially for this price point. We're going to get back to the end of Revelation. We will see that it is red letter all the way through to the end. And then we get back to the back of the Bible. So we're not going to have any concordance or anything like that, but we will have the miracles of Jesus as well as the parables. But then we've also got perspectives from the Bible. And I think this is really nice to have, especially for people that are new to the Bible. So you're going to have what to read when. So different topics like the future seems hopeless, the world seems enticing, you need assurance of salvation. And it gives you all the different biblical references to go and read. So that can be very comforting. You'll also have the prayers of the Bible. So it's going to have the ones from the Old Testament, some from Psalms, the prophets, the prayers of Jesus, prayers of the New Testament, and prayers of Paul. So that I like. We've also got promises from the Bible. Then we get back to the back. We do have a note regarding the type, which is going to be done by 2K Denmark. And every one of the different translations, like the NASB, the New King James, the NRSV, they all have their own typeface in the Comfort Print. And it's super, super easy on the eyes. Even though this is small in other types of print, I probably wouldn't be able to read it. But because it's the Comfort Print and the way that it's line matched, it's actually very easy for me to read. They did a really nice job on this Bible. And I really like how they add that little decorative line under each book. I think that just looks really nice. But a really good Bible. If you like the NASB and you're a note taker and you like red letter, this would be a great Bible to get. They also offer it in black. So I will link this one in the description box. I'll probably try to remember to link the black one as well. But just an overall nice Bible. And even if your eyes struggle with the smaller font, you might want to look at this one if you can see it in person first, because it does read a little bit better than an 8.5. But they also have lots of nice new giant print Bibles, just not in this journaling style. All right. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.